dude. I was already joking.
Bucky.
Come on, man.
You're gonna be fine. You're in shape, right?
Not really. I can't even run.
I know you're not gonna run.
I'm just sitting here.
You know why you're there and I'm here? Because I'm a freaking genius, that's why. You know why I'm a genius? Because I know how to get people, get them tied up, kill them, cook them up, and eat them up.
I don't want to die.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna serve you up. Yes. Now, there's only one problem. You know, to maintain my genius status, I like to eat brain food. So only one problem. I can't eat your brain. That would lower my my geniusness. You understand? Yeah. It would lower it. What are we gonna do about that?
My IQ's low.
You say that. Your IQ's low, right? Your IQ's low? How low is your IQ? Ah!
Alright.
Get the tats, huh? We'll get rid of that. We'll get rid of tats. Ooh. Bucky. You can do it, right?
I don't want to do this.
You're not gonna do this.
I don't want to do
I'm gonna
this.
do this. Ooh, yeah. Here comes the pinch.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the next episode of That Talking Jawn. My name is Jimmy Mintel. Once again, I'm sitting next to Buck Straub. How you doing today, buddy?
What's up?
And today we have a very special guest. We have Ray Bolden on the couch from. He's promoting his movie The Raven today. How you doing, Ray? What's going on?
Well, I'm glad I made it today because it's one of those days. To get here I had to break a personal world record actually. Consecutive days alive.
Okay, personal record.
Yeah, personal record. I mean, I switched doctors though. I'm in better health than I used to use Rodney Dangerfield's doctor. Doctor Benny Boombach. He passed away, so I had to switch. I went to a woman.
So what hospital did you break out of?
Well, it wasn't Salesi Adam.
Huh?
I went to Penn, so maybe it was Penn.
Penn?
The Penn.
Not the Penn.
And what is up with the handcuffs? You just want to do the interview completely handcuffed?
No, this is they said this is the very last podcast, my first and last podcast, and so
Oh, no.
yeah, it's the first and last. So
I don't think that's true.
they're taking me away after this.
Well, I had this crazy dream about I was at a show and this guy choked me in his garage because I said he sucked playing drums.
All right, well, let's...
And he kind of looked like Ray.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Well, I'll tell you what. We can comment on it because it already happened, but that skit was pretty cool, man, because Bucky threw up. I thought that was kind of... I thought maybe you actually threw up.
No, that was improv.
That was it, dude. That was kind of crazy, wasn't it, dude?
Yeah, but what was all that shit on the floor then?
There was shit on the floor, too?
I did shit myself.
Oh,
I even
man.
brought a piece with me. It's on the table right there.
So you're here mainly promoting The Raven, right? Is that what's going on?
And my other film's coming out in the near future, yes.
Okay, cool. So The Raven came out, what, like 6 months ago?
Oh, yeah, several months ago, yeah.
Yeah, that I watched it. Our friend Julie was in that. Julie Cronin. Shout out to you, Julie. And that's why we watched it. We sold on our Facebook page, and it was really cool. Really cool. I thought it was awesome, man. What was your favorite part, Buck?
Killing Julie.
Yeah, I think that was mine too.
Not to give it away, but yeah.
So how long those guys? What is it? What was it? August.
August and Frank Aguirre. Yeah.
Okay, are they like siblings or?
Frank is the father. August is the son.
Okay, and they make a lot of movies together.
Yeah, well, they're making this. They made before they did Raven. They probably did about 12 or 14 other films.
Okay,
Like they started with something called Something Down the Road, and they're mostly all horror right now. And then they've had some other things, Cindy's Birthday Party, and they're all on a film. You can go on their website, Strange Films Studios, and find that information there.
Yeah, so I know they're not on the podcast. I was kind of interested. Do they do all the filming too, or do they hire somebody else to do that?
No, they do it themselves. August does the filming. He's the
really
director,
good filming, man.
cinematographer. Frank is the writer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know how in the world they found me, but they were filming something called Center City, which is about Philadelphia. And that was a series of like 5 or 6 episodes of that, and they were working on part 2, and they needed some additional people for it, and I put my name in there, and then Frank had saw my stuff, and he said, "Well, I got something for you, okay, to me, play a loan shark in part 2, Center City part 2," and so I met him in a downtown Philly, in a bar, 3rd floor. They were drinking bar. I said, okay, here we go. I looked at the script. There was no script. So we went in an alleyway and filmed. What you'll see is actually we filmed the very last episode of Center City Part 2.
Okay.
Just before the pandemic.
Okay.
Then the pandemic came, and not many of us got much work, regular work or acting stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I did a pretty good job. We did improv in the alleyway when the cars weren't going by. Some guy owed me money, and I had my guys track him down. Interesting, my character, I don't want to give too much away, but my character has, it's like a mob boss, I carry a yo-yo.
You carry a yo-yo.
Yeah, I'm going down the alleyway with a yo-yo, yeah.
So you're just intimidating. Everybody's already scared of this guy, because obviously everybody already has to be scared of him, right?
Anybody with a yo-yo, yeah.
Yeah.
I would think he's a yo-yo.
Yeah, if you're the yo-yo man, you better be the man.
Well, dude, yeah, I guess you were the man in that one.
Can you walk the dog?
That was Center City too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, again, right now they're finishing up Center City 2, so that should be out, I would say, by the end of the year, yeah.
What usually that come out on? Like, what, anything you watching on, like, MIDB?
YouTube. Yeah.
Because I usually watch a lot of, like, indie films on, like, MIDB.
Yeah.
With Apple, some of it comes on, like, Apple TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have that. So, I don't know if it came out on any of that, because, like, I had, what's the, we're trying to do now? We're putting one on, Philly Cam. You hear of Philly Cam?
I never heard of that.
No.
It's like something like 7th and Market. It's like right down there.
No.
No, because like they're doing like something off of like Comcast. It's like they like do into like I guess what's that be like televised broadcasting, I guess it'd be. Is it on
the internet or is it on
cable? It's on
cable?
Oh,
okay.
You can buy it, you can rent it off of like your Comcast thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I never heard of that, but IMDb, they have their own streaming service too. Isn't that free, or do you have to pay? Or do you rent stuff on there?
You pay for it to get better quality,
like a subscription, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But have you ever been in a movie? Do you guys do like DVDs or anything anymore, or does that are we past that?
Well, their DVDs they have.
I mean, for the Raven, yeah.
No, for the Raven, eventually it'll come out. One of the things that's unique about these guys, in like the first 14 films that they've done, it's on a DVD. But they also do comic books based on the films. So they've got about 2 comic books out now, and I think they got another one from their film called Pandera, which they're working on now in the comic book version of that.
Okay, all right, that's really cool that they write comic books. So after every film,
they're multi, comic books. They do videos for rock bands. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, man. I hope to get to meet them someday, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe we can all, you can be our link. to meet
okay.
those guys.
I'm already linked, man. I'm already linked.
But no,
we'll get my people to link up with your people.
I will get the people to link up to people. Yeah. But the Raven, dude, yeah, I did enjoy it at first. When I saw it shared, I was like, oh, what the fuck is this going to be another? But I thought it was really good, man. And
Yeah.
the the special effects at the end, I thought that was badass too with the gore.
The blast.
Yeah, the blast.
The last blast.
What was that?
Well, the FX person. Okay.
Are you telling secrets? Are we allowed to hear this?
No. Well, what you do is you hook stuff on your back.
Okay.
Like a little hose, okay? And somebody's over there with a big old bucket of red.
Okay.
And then there's a certain signal that's given, and then they push the red button, and things happen. This happened. I'll go back to my first film that I was in, which was a film that never got made called Drop Dead Twice. I played a town doctor. And these guys were coming back from the dead they were died in the 1950s. Okay, they were like hot rod and leather jacket type guys.
Okay.
And I'll tell you something about the script. Maybe that's when the script. Maybe something that can get done at the script. But anyway, I played the town doctor, but I got to play myself as a mummy, not a mummy, but a zombie, and it was a cool shot. I mean, had a sledgehammer. I'm a zombie with a sledgehammer. And one of these guys, the wrestler with the Mexican wrestlers with the
Lucha Libre.
Lucha Libre. One of those guys was in front of me, and I hit him somehow. I hit him with the sledgehammer, and then I brought the sledgehammer back on his head.
Boom.
Boom. But they had a bucket, a big old balloon of blood, and it went right into my face, and it was a very, very, very close up too.
Yeah.
And it was cool. The blood was like dripping down from my glasses. And it was cool. But the movie never got made. I read some crazy scripts in my time, but that has to be the craziest script because. Now, let me give you this scenario. You see, what would your answer would be? These guys, they died, right? Okay. In 1950s. And so they're waiting, and they want to come back from the dead. They happen to be at a place, I don't know what was heaven or hell, where it was, or purgatory, but Jesus happened to be there.
Wow. Jesus was there.
They want to come back from the dead, and Jesus is there. What ideas in a script would you have for them to get back from the dead?
For them to get for them to get back on earth from the dead.
Yeah. So Jesus is here, and he's done it once already.
So they have to ask Jesus?
Ask Jesus?
Well, that's what I'd do.
No.
I'd just be like,
No.
Jesus.
You read the script, which I read.
Yo, bro.
You read the script.
Can you work me a miracle?
Actually, you might understand this. They put Jesus in a headlock. That was in the script.
That's how we get information.
They put Jesus in a headlock and forced him to tell him.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Why?
Maybe that's why it didn't get made.
Why didn't they just ask him first? Like, hey, geez, what's up? Can you help me get back down to
He's
earth?
been bullied his whole entire life.
I know. The poor kid got nailed to a cross. Now he's getting headlocked. Jeez. Oh, man. Jesus. No one intended.
Yeah, but it's crazy scripts out there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine. Is that the craziest you ever read?
That's probably the craziest. The first one that I read that I was going to be in, and it's, oh my God, what are they going to do here?
Yeah. How long have you been acting for?
Oh, 12 or so many years, yeah.
Okay, all right. So
I used to go to a lot of the Monster Mania, the horror cons. For
I love those. Yeah.
20 to 30 years. That's probably when I was going. There was like 5 people there.
yeah.
Now there's like hundreds and
Oh
hundreds.
yeah.
you know.
I love them. It's been a couple years since I've been to one. I was going to go. I had tickets for one, and the pandemic happened, and then they canceled it.
Yeah.
And I know I want to go to one this year. I love them. I think they're cool. I think it's a good experience, and like just the people there, the fans.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Fucking all dressed up like crazy.
Well, yeah. Mostly it looks like a funeral because everybody's dressed in black. I mean, you got your pinheads that are standing there and so forth. But I got had Raven went down to Atlanta. Had a HorrorCon down in Atlanta a couple of months ago, and I went down there, and you do meet some strange people down there. And I can tell you about this one story about this guy. Well, let me tell you this first.
Yeah.
I went to a cell phone store. About a couple months before that, and I stood there at the door. My cell phone needed to work on, and the guy stood there and looked at me at the door. Okay. And then he comes over to me and eventually says, "You know something? For a moment, I thought you were Stan Lee." And I said, "Well, no, I'm not Stan Lee. He passed away a few years ago, but I'm not Stan Lee." Okay, so I go down to Atlanta. And I'm sitting there on a couch similar to this, waiting for it to start. I think it was a Saturday morning, and there was a fellow next to me in another couch, and he had one of these bags like what's his name, Jack Bauer from 24 had one of those big bags hanging around, and he had like stuff in it, like autograph stuff, and he kept bringing it.
And
out.
this is at the HorrorCon
before it started, yeah.
In Atlantic City.
Yeah, no, this is in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay.
And he's getting this stuff out, looking
Pay
at
attention,
it.
Jimmy.
And then
I thought he said Atlanta. Atlantic.
then he puts it out, and then he starts talking as if he's talking to a star, saying, "No, I'd like to have your autograph. I'm a big fan of this, that." So he's talking to nobody there, and I'm next door looking at him. And then one of his friends, I guess, come by, and he says, "Oh, yeah. You know something? I think I might have gotten one of the last autographs from Stan Lee. You want to see it?" And he gets this thing out, and he shows it to her. So he puts it back, and she goes in, and then he gets up, and I say, "Well, you know something? I went to I told him the cell stone store, but he thought, I thought I was Stan Lee." And the guy goes, "You don't look nothing like Stan Lee. The glasses aren't right. The eyebrows are no good. You're not Stan Lee."
Wow.
And then he goes, "Okay, fine."
Wow. Damn. He got a little offended.
Not only that. Then later, I was signing some posters, and Tina, one of the executive producers, that's just myself, was going to sign some posters. Then she says, "Oh, sign me first." I said, "What? Tina, sign you first?" She said, "Yeah." So she brings down part of her blouse here on the side. So, okay. I took my pen out, Sharpie, and I got to sign my name. As I'm doing this, there's a guy going down the hallway saying, "Oh, there's Stan Lee."
There's Stan Lee. Back from the dead.
That's my Stan Lee.
So you got two different people that thought you were Stan Lee, or said you look like Stan Lee.
Well, it's 2-1. Yeah.
2-1.
Not trying to beat Stan Lee.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
just
say that.
being
I
me.
mean, I can see the resemblance a little bit.
Yeah, a little
I
bit.
think. Yeah, I wouldn't actually come up to you and think you were Stan. Well, I know he's dead. I thought everybody on the planet kind of knew
that, yeah.
Stan Lee was dead.
I get Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis. Jesus Christ. Don't insult Zach, dude.
I had someone come up to me and say, "Are you Zach?" I'm like, "No."
Have you been in his Fern show yet?
No, I want to.
That show is good, though.
Yeah.
He's a
I
good
do watch it.
interviewer.
Yeah, I do watch it. Yeah.
I need to take some notes.
He's funny.
But only person I've ever been mistaken for, and it's when I gained some weight, and I wear a Jeff cap often, and everybody's always drunk at the casino. But I was at the casino with a couple friends, and I heard this group of people, like, kind of behind me a little bit.
You were, Sal?
They thought I was fucking Q from Impractical Jokers, and the one I knew, the one girl came up to me, and was like, "You're Q, right?" And I was like, "No, dude, what the hell are you talking about? I don't think I look like Q at all. I don't think you look like you. The Stan Lee thing, I can see a little bit.
Well,
Q,
not only that. I mean, I've been in a Walmart. I've been in a restaurant, and a guy come up to me and says, "Oh, aren't you Mr. Morgan, our bus driver from school?" Really? One guy thought I was, "Aren't you Mr. Brooks, my teacher from 6th grade?" No.
That's fucking
So I get that a lot.
Yeah, but I don't see Zach Galifianakis, and I don't see Q.
I don't know, Jimmy. You kind of remind me of Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Rosie O'Donnell. Oh shit. Wow. So anyway, Ray, let's get back to the Raven. Let me show the poster one more time. Ray brought this really cool autographed poster of the Raven. He didn't bring a frame for it, but Ray doesn't know my house
What do you
yet.
want from the guy?
He doesn't know my house and how frames break a lot in this studio.
Well, good.
But yeah, we're gonna get a frame. We're gonna hang it up in here. Super cool. I didn't even know that was the cover of the movie. It's really cool.
Yeah. I look like a reject from the Blue Man Group there. But yeah.
I like that statue thing of the jersey, how it had the skull. When you,
Oh yes,
that-
yes, yes.
that-
We
that
did. We
was
did
sharp.
win a couple of things like best short film in the
That was sharp. I liked how
New
they-
Jersey HorrorCon in Atlantic City. a
Yeah,
couple weeks ago.
that's really cool.
Yeah, I was
man.
following the one page when I was like, "Ooh," I was like, "That's sharp." I was like,
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
Cut out jersey and it had
Yeah.
the skull. And
There's
I
a
was
fellow
like,
that makes that in his workshop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where-
Yeah.
So where was it? You said HorrorCon?
It was HorrorCon. It was at the Showboat. It was a couple of weeks ago, and
That's really cool.
So
man.
we have
Yeah, yeah.
a mutual friend,
Oh,
Julie
yes.
Chaplin.
Oh yes, she's in a movie that's coming out soon. That made it. Human Hibachi Part 2. She plays my wife.
Oh, okay,
Julie,
yeah.
Great.
You worked with her before?
Yeah, I
Rick?
worked with her. She was
On
in
what?
Gentile with me, and she was my my uncle was selling beans or pepper, or whatever, and I was down south, and I ran into this lady, and she's dancing with me. But I had autism, and I was playing a kid with autism.
Does she
Okay.
sell you magical beans?
No,
Beans and pepper. His uncle was a bean and pepper salesman.
yep,
That's fucking pretty funny.
it was.
Oh man. So I never heard of her though. Who what else? Is she
She,
just an independent actor around here?
Yeah,
Yeah, she lives in Philly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. What part of Philly are you from?
I'm from the Penns Grove, New Jersey part of Philly.
Oh, okay. Okay. Penns Grove, New Jersey.
That's where Bruce Willis is from.
Yes, it is. I've been to Penns. Now I know why you play all these creepy roles. Penns Grove is a creepy fucking town, dude.
Well,
I was in Penns Grove at night when my buddy Miguel was staying there, and it's like all just. I don't know if it was just that night. It was just deserted. I don't know
Yeah,
about the
well,
neighborhood I was in. I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck? I was at a beer distributor, and they were being weird in there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weird town.
that's why they
I'm
don't
just
want
kidding.
you there. It's quiet.
You might be from the nicer
no,
part in Penns Grove.
Well, that's where I grew up. I don't live there anymore, but that's where I grew up. Yeah,
So what did you? Where do you live now?
I live in a little town in Salem County, still Salem County, called Alloway.
Salem County.
Yeah, that's where Penns Grove and Salem is, and
Oh, okay.
right next to Cumberland County, which has
Cumberland,
Bridgeton
yeah.
and
Oh,
Millville
okay. All
and
right.
Vineland.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It's,
so you came here
in
from
the
Jersey.
middle of Cape May Point to the middle point.
God damn it, dude. Besides India Rodriguez, we have not had one person from Philly on this show. This is crazy. That Talking Jawn, where all of our guests are from New Jersey.
The only Philadelphia podcast with all Jersey guests.
Well, I'll tell you what. People from Philly, I guess, suck because they never want to come on. Everybody from Jersey, you guys are all cool. You guys drive here.
Yeah.
You know, everybody from Philly we want on.
I think we gotta move to Jersey.
Yeah, we have a lot of cancellations in Philly, including Julie Cronin is supposed to come on here. She was supposed to come on here and talk about the Raven herself,
Oh, okay.
but she could not
We didn't
make
mention
it.
their names, did we?
I did. I did.
Yeah, her
mention
name's
you,
on the
Julie.
poster. It's right there.
But Julie, you did a great job in the movie.
Yeah.
And for those watching who have not seen the movie, I'm going to put the link to the YouTube video where you can watch the short film in the description of this video. And while you're down there, make sure you like the video, share with your friends, and interact in the
enemies.
comments. Yeah,
And
and
your
your enemies. Interact in the comments. We always love to see feedback.
Yeah.
But Bucky, so what else? What other movies have you been in? I know you were a guest on Series That Important before, but
Well, I've been in 4. I was in T-Man, Gentile, what was that? Genuine's Risk, and the one that I have up here.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Death by
yeah,
Mickey
okay,
Larson.
yes, Death by Mickey. So I wanted to kind of talk because I don't know if you know this. Bucky was what were you? You were an extra
I
on
was
on
extra on The Last Airbender.
The Last Airbender.
And I did an
Okay.
audition for Orange is the New Black, but I turned that down because I didn't like the part.
We don't want to get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, I had ran into that, not that specific issue, but another issue having to do a play. I've done a lot of plays in Philly and in Delaware. I've done a lot of films in Philly also. I mean, I did one in Kensington. What was it? Welcome Home. That was, what did I say? That was with, who was in that? Robert, no, Eric Roberts. That's who it was, Eric Roberts. Eric had already been gone by the time I got my part. Again, I was in the last scene. Not the last scene in the movie, but the last scene that they filmed in Kensington. So I'm downtown Kensington.
Hey, that's my neighborhood.
It's right around the corner from the hospital. It's like a
Bucky's our resident Kenzo.
a block from the hospital. So I'm sitting there outside, waiting for, and it's like typical garage. You open it up, there's some decent cars in there, and we were going to film this on the loft inside there. So I'm sitting outside, on the street. And it's about 7 o'clock. It's not too dark, and I see this big thing coming down it looks like a dog coming down the block.
Don't tell me it was Gritty.
No. No. It's coming down the block. And I said, wow, that's the biggest dog I've seen. Then he goes and turns and goes down the alleyway. It was the freaking biggest raccoon I ever saw in my life.
Oh, dude. It might have been Raccoon from fucking Jasper Street. Listen, dude.
The raccoon was big as he.
I
Biggest
mean,
Bucky.
I mean,
what are you feeding these guys? Spaghetti and meatballs. I mean, they were big.
yeah.
They live
big.
down there.
Right, when I was still living down there, like down by the L, I would walk to the L to go to high school every day. It was me and this dude walking up the street, up Jasper Street. And this raccoon came out of the lot right there. I've never seen a raccoon so big in my life. And nobody believed me until my dad actually saw it.
It literally
It stood up.
pulled a gun on him and said, "Give me your."
No, it stood up. It stood up on two motherfucking legs though, and it went at us, and we were like, "Dude,
God.
I'd rather somebody." I was like, "Fuck this thing." I crossed the street and we got out of its way. There was
Wow.
it was the craziest thing, and this might have been that raccoon grown up that you saw.
Maybe it was. This was a couple of years ago, but yeah.
He's selling crack now.
Well, I mean, my dad did. Nobody believed me, and then my dad actually ended up
Big
seeing
coon.
the raccoon and did the same thing. It stood up and hissed at him. But biggest raccoon I've ever seen. And you would think, I was in fucking Narnia. I'm down like at Erie Torresdale Station.
Who's
the
your
biggest
best
raccoon
friend?
I've ever seen.
A raccoon.
I guess that's why the raccoons moved to the city, because they feed them good here.
Oh
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah.
And they're clean.
Yeah.
Down there, yeah. There's all kinds of trash everywhere. There's like dead junkies, all kinds of stuff.
I seen a raccoon doing dishes.
All right, stop fucking making fun of my raccoon story. It's true, I swear to God. That was before I was a psycho. Still in high school.
After the raccoon left, they put down the one on one side and it went up to the raft to do the filming. And I played I played a truck driver who had a big old cigar in my mouth. A Philly blunt, we'll call it. Right out of the box, it says Phillies on it.
Philly
Okay.
blunt?
The show is sponsored
Like
by No,
this?
it's not.
It wasn't lit though. I was chomping on it. So I played
It wasn't smoke. It
It wasn't inhaled. Yes. So, but we're doing the filming, and all of a sudden you hear this banging on the garage on the outside, bang, bang, bang. And
I guess everybody didn't have their phones on vibrate. We had to
What
make
did I
sure-
say,
Yeah.
Bucky? What did I say?
We had to make
Does
sure everybody
everybody
else in
have-
the room. Bucky's like, make sure you have your phones on vibrate.
You might as well put your mom on speakerphone now. Let's find out what the hell she wants.
That is her ringtone.
I think
What's so fucking important?
I think it was Johnny Gibbons.
Oh man. So right, I'm sorry.
No problem.
I apologize.
you hear a banging on the outside. garage door.
So you're in the truck. You have the Philly blunt. You're smoking the Philly blunt.
Right. And there's a banging on the door saying, "You guys don't have a permit to be here, and you're taking up our parking spaces outside. I'm from the local safety department." Whatever. So one of the assistants went out and calmed her down, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the raccoon that was knocking on the door.
No. No. That raccoon was big enough to take up a parking space, I'll tell you that, though.
Well, out of all how many films have you been in the past 12 years? That surprises me that you've only been acting for that short of a time.
Well, I don't take everything up. But yeah, I've done a lot of plays, too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was about 4 or 5 years ago. I did 12 Angry Men and with the Venice Island Theater in Manayunk.
Oh, okay. For 5 years, you said?
5 years ago.
Oh, 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Yeah, it was
All right.
directed by, what's your name? Frankie Darcell from WDAS Radio.
Oh, okay, cool.
And half the guys that were there, 12 of us, half the guys there were hip hop or rappers.
Oh, wow. So what is it? What is it about? The play? What's
12 Angry Men?
Just about 12 Angry Men?
Yes, on a jury.
Ah, okay.
You remember from the movie Henry Fonda? I don't know if you remember the movie.
No,
I thought it was the 12 Angry Apostles. They were mad you put Jesus in a headlock.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it was. Yes. It's based on a TV play. Then they made a movie out of it, but the live stage play of 12 guys.
Isn't it a comedy?
It's not a comedy. No.
Ah, okay.
No, that guy is.
Sounds horrifying.
The guy is
a play about jury.
Is trying to get. Well, they want him convicted of using a switchblade to kill his father.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
And I got to use the switchblade, one of the switchblades, and that kind of thing. But anyway, a couple of months later, I get a call from one of the guys there, T.C. Caldwell. He's another actor. I don't know if you know. He's from Philly. He goes by, his rap name is Stormy Weathers.
Okay.
So he sends out a notice that he needs a white guy for a part this Sunday, and this is a Thursday. Okay. So I call him up, say, "What do you need, DC?" He says, "Oh, we need a guy to play like a Archie Bunker type for this play on Sunday." Okay, fine. And we got the final rehearsal is Saturday. Okay, so I'll have the director call you. So the director calls me, Monica Yvette Money Kit, who's also a old school hip hop artist. She wrote the play called 3 Angry Bitches. So I went from 12 Angry Men to 3 Angry Bitches. And believe me, this was no Archie Bunker. This was more like David Duke. I was the only white guy there, the entire black cast. I had to drop like the N-word like 5 or 6 times.
Oh, wow.
I only had one rehearsal, so I had to drop it all there in rehearsal, as well as lucky the first 2 scenes I'm in. My girl is playing my wife, wants to get married to a black guy, and I don't like it. Okay, so she's calling me on the phone. So I'm just reading from the script. I didn't have time to memorize it.
Yeah.
So I'm reading from the script, and I'm dropping an N-word here, N-word here, N-word. She calls me again. She wants me to give her away at the wedding. No way. I don't know. N-word here, N-word here, N-word there. So it comes to the end of the show. So I go on stage, and you hear the crowd go, "Oh my God, here he comes!" Because I changed my mind. That I'm going to give her away, So, and yes, I don't know if you know the hip hop artist now, Gango Kid. He was with UTFO from was maybe Brooklyn.
I'm not sure.
Well, he just passed away. But
okay.
Anyway, his wife.
Rest in peace.
His wife, DeJerry, was playing my daughter in the show.
In the show, okay.
Yeah, so at that time, it was a guy there that was also playing in it. He was on, had to be 12 years ago, the singing show. What was it?
Like American Idol.
American Idol. And he sung the song, Dance with My Father Again. So we were dancing there at the end. So he sang was a very good singer. What's his name now? I can't think of his name, but I'll think of it later.
Well, so what was your favorite part ever playing, and what was your least favorite? But like a part you not regret playing, but your least favorite part. Do you have one?
Well, I have one that I've played. I won't talk about Creed. Well, I'll talk about Creed, but that was an extra in Creed. If you if you weren't an extra in Creed, you weren't working hard. The first day of Creed, I was in the last boxing scene. If you know
My
Creed
buddy
Part 1.
Jason did. I think in the first Creed, I think he was like a security guard at
Okay.
the I guess it was at the Blue Horizon, not the Blue Horizon, the Electric Factory. It was at.
Okay, yeah, I think they were in both places.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's like I'll say about 800 extras that came the first day. You had to be there. Five things. And there's like I'll say 500 of them were not in the union. Union people were about 100 of them. Most of them had like little small parts.
Yeah.
So we do the first day, and I'm like way back up in the stands for the boxing scene. So it comes actually the first day. I had my car running, or my lights on, and my battery died. So about 10 o'clock that night, someone had to jump my battery.
Oh wow.
Anyway, the next day was the very next day. Only about 400 extras came. And I said, oh my God, what are we going to do now? Because all those people that were in like the front seats in the first boxing scene the first day, they're not here. So we've got
So why'd half the people not show up?
They either didn't like being there 12 hours. They didn't, didn't, whatever the reasons were. And that happens.
I sat on staff for hours and hours.
Well, yeah, you sit there in hours, but you're getting paid the hourly rate for whatever state you're in.
Now, are you stagged or anything? Do you do like any stagged acting? No.
So what happens is that they need people to fill in, and what I told you, the last boxing scene was supposed to take place in an outside European soccer stadium in January. So most of us wore big heavy coats on. I had an English hat. I had my little English umbrella and a 3-piece suit.
Wow.
So and I saw the dress guy. He's walking around here looking for people. I said, you need me. I said, what do you need me for? I said, you need me because these people didn't show up today, and I'm dressed to the nines, so I got to get a front row seat in this. I said, okay, you're right. So I got to see like 2 seats in back of the girlfriend.
Okay.
So, yeah. And
that's cool.
Yeah. At the time, though, I had a beard that I had for many, many years. And I said, the makeup guy said, you got to get rid of that stubble. I said, stubble? I've had this beard for like... So he gives me a Bic razor. He says, here. I said, you got to be freaking kidding me, man. I'm
How much
cut
did
this.
he pay you?
He didn't pay me nothing.
He was trying to get you to shave off your whole beard.
Yes.
Little razor.
Yes, with a Bic razor. You kidding
He
me?
wanted to see if you were
So he
dedicated.
said, no. He said, okay. I said, were you kidding me? I said, no, wait here. When I get done her makeup, whoever she was, I'll shave it with her electric razor. So he shaved it. That was what?
You did get rid of the fucking beard?
Yeah.
Wow.
He got rid of the beard.
It's
I
called
just got the stash.
dedication. If I had,
No, I haven't grown it back either.
Wow.
Yeah. But that was 7 days of that. 10, 12 hours.
Is that your favorite role?
No, that was like, got paid.
Yeah.
When I didn't get paid
That's always good.
it was called Deadbeat, about a deadbeat father played by Mike Starr, who was in Dumb and Dumber, if you know him.
Yeah.
He's the guy that he had a heart attack at the was that a restaurant or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, he was a good guy. He played the father in this one.
Mm-hmm.
That I was second guy in the wheelchair, not first guy. First guy in the wheelchair. First guy was in the wheelchair. Gave the main character a cigarette when he was coming into the hospital. I was the second guy in the wheelchair in the hospital. Where some nurse was rolling me down there, saying, "Is your brother John going to come visit you today?" And I say, "I don't know." So it's rolling me down the aisle. But that was an interesting day because Mike was a good guy. He was very interesting, and his wife is a physician in Chicago. Actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so do you don't have like a role you regret playing or anything like that?
No,
No.
not really. Yeah.
So there ain't nobody that you work off like getting like auditions and all that.
Oh yeah, I get auditions. You know, I've done some auditions, not a lot of auditions. How many people do will audition daily?
Right.
Like they'll have an audition tape, and it's all on tape now. You know, you send it in. I did audition for Humanabachi too.
Okay.
Was play the father called his name is Henry Hunt. You know, and I'm not Cruise's father from Mission Impossible. I am Henry Hunt. Anyway, I auditioned there, and I had to, eat a little bit of soup with human parts in it. That was my audition, and just so happened that the director, Mario Cerrito, from Jersey, I happened to coach him in baseball when he was a youth.
Oh wow!
So now he's a director. He's got Human Hibachi 1 is out now. I think it's being sold at Walmart now, actually, which is really unusual. They won the year that it came out. They won the best full-length film for the New Jersey HorrorCon that year.
Wow!
Yeah, so they got one of those
Very nice.
New Jersey trophies. Yeah.
So what? Well, what I was really trying to ask was, do you ever have a hard time playing like serial killers or crazy parts like that?
No, actually, I've played a rabbi. I played a reverend in Arsenic and Old Lace. In fact, that's where I learned the kiss on stage.
Are you telling us all the scariest roles you played?
No. The last couple of roles I've had were scary roles.
Reverend sounds terrifying.
Before that, I was
The altar boys
What
looked
was the
ashamed.
rabbi like?
No, I haven't played a priest yet. No,
The little
not yet.
boys were kosher.
Jesus Christ!
No, I was playing good classic guys.
Yeah.
3-piece suit guys, reverends, rabbis, things like that. Then they started giving me the other roles, and I said, "Sure, come on, let's go."
Wow. But you're not bothered at all. Like it's because I've heard people say like that. They kind of lose their mind a little bit. Like what were we talking about? The Jack Nicholson in The Shining. Well, that was because of how many takes they did, right?
Yeah.
More about that than the role.
But Jack Nicholson plays the role no matter when he's on set or off set. He's in that character all the time.
I don't know if you've seen any of the outtakes from that film.
From Shining.
Yeah, when he's got the axe before it all begins. I mean, the director's there. I mean, he's got the axe. He's running around the room, back and forth, right, trying to get himself worked up.
Yep.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the door, then starts calling in the door, and he got the camera on the bottom, got the camera from behind, and all kinds of this. And then he's listening to the director at the same time, and he's getting worked up. Then he gets the axe again, and so this is all taking place. So I guess he's in the moment.
Yep.
Are you a horror movie fan? Like, have you watched them before?
Well, sure.
Oh yeah, you said you went to MonsterCon for like the past 20 years, right?
More than that. 40,
Yeah.
probably 40 years.
Wow, MonsterCon has been around that long.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, again, I'm from Penns Grove, New Jersey. My family ran the movie theaters there. My extended
Nice.
family. Oh, yeah. I never had to pay to go and see a movie until I was getting college.
Wow, that's cool. Did you go to the movies all the time?
Quite often, not as much
Yeah.
as I used to, but yeah.
I meant when you were obviously when you were a
but-
kid, you were always there. That's cool. Having my family has the movie theater in town.
Oh yeah, we have relatives all. And my father ran the projection room, and my uncle ran the
Hey,
projection
we're
room.
friends with Ray.
We're about to go see some movies.
Yeah.
He said they cut him off after he got into college. No more free movies for Ray.
Well, unfortunately, one of the movie theaters that's still up now is now a church. It's not a movie theater anymore. So
Okay.
I don't know how many movie theaters that are all small ones that can
Yeah,
survive anymore.
there's
No.
not many small ones.
They're
Yeah.
trying to keep the one up on Frankfurt Ave. The Devon Theater is still running. Then they got a college, I think, is running that now. I think it's Drexel's doing.
Yeah,
their,
the Devon.
the Devon movie theater. They're doing plays and all that. But I think it is Drexel and whatever Temple's art academy is up
Okay.
there.
Okay.
They're running plays out of there and stuff.
Okay.
I've never been to a movie tavern yet, but I'm pretty sure that's like a small independent.
Yeah,
movie theater,
Taverns as a franchise.
Oh, it is a
They're-
franchise?
they're-
Oh, I thought it
they're
was just
all
one
over.
thing.
No,
Okay.
they're a
Yeah.
franchise.
Well, when you go to movie houses, some movie houses in Delaware, you can get beer too
Yeah.
to drink.
Oh well, they're actually doing that. They're doing that at the AMC on Woodhaven in Philly. They serve or Ben Salem. They serve beer now. There's a bar. It's expensive as shit.
Might as well buy a case and go.
Yeah.
Remember getting that fucking Ecto drink for Ghostbusters? It was $16.
$10, yeah. What, for
yeah.
2 shots of vodka?
No, it was one shot.
What?
One shot and some juice. Iced down vodka with some green juice. That was the same thing. Yeah, like those drinks are insane. That's why when I go over, you sneak beer in from, I go into the Acme and get the tall boys.
Yeah.
Sneak it in. That's what I did. That's what I did during Ghostbusters.
I remember the fucking can opening in the middle of this quiet fucking scene.
And then it was being passed down the aisle, my Four Loko.
Yeah, all you hear is...
Oh, man. So, but what is your favorite horror movie, Ray? That's what I was going to ask.
Favorite horror movie? Oh, jeez.
I think the scariest for me, the one that scared me the most is The Pet Cemetery.
My favorite horror movie was, I gotta say, Dracula's Bride.
Dracula's Bride.
Now, I must say, even though I was getting in free, the Vincent Price movie, House on Haunted Hill, I walked out of it. I told my dad, I'm gone.
Shit.
Yes.
Wow.
That was, 62, 63, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Once they got downstairs in the basement, and this old lady starts, roller skating right by them. I don't know if you remember that part. She's like, roller skating right by. I said, Dad, I'm going home.
Goodbye. I'm out.
Yeah, then he pulled the skeleton out of the acid bath.
Oh, man.
It was terrible.
They redid that on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
They made a show out of the Haunted Hill.
But anyway, I guess I said I guess Frankenstein has got to be the one is number one, the original Frankenstein, because I'm a big Boris Karloff fan, So yeah, I was like Gordon Shriver. I met him. He wrote 2 books on Boris Karloff, and I met him for 3 hours in Atlanta when I was in Atlanta. He's from Atlanta. I met him for breakfast. I had 3 hours just talking about the people who knew Boris.
Wow, that must have been really cool.
Oh yeah, all kinds of stories from all over.
Wow.
That's cool.
Have you met any more acting idols or directors? I know you probably met a lot of people at the Monster Cons, right? They have some big names come through there.
Oh yeah, guys from the Devil's Rejects. I think I've met a bunch of those guys.
Like Rob Zombie and them guys.
Oh no, it's not Zombie. No, I haven't seen Zombie yet. Although, remember the guy who I said had all the autographs from Atlanta, and
yes,
he thought I was I was Stanley.
Yeah.
He said, he's telling his friend. He said, "Oh yes, I want to get her. If I can get her to sign this Rob Zombie script, I will even put it in an envelope for her with post-it where she can send it back to me."
Wow.
So that was his pitch to get Rob Zombie's autograph on the script.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that seems like you've had a pretty fun acting career so far for being as short as it is. You know what I mean? 13 years.
Well, it's only part-time.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. What are your plans? Like, are you just having fun with it, or do you have any goals?
Well, I've been taking acting classes with Lee Irving for several years down at Gem Studios in Newark, Delaware.
Okay.
That's why I go at a lot of movies in Delaware. Every Thursday night, we get together and you do scene study, things of that nature.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
And you do some sort of improv class in Philly, right?
No.
Was that? I thought you said that it was Ray. Not Ray.
No, it was a post. It was.
Okay.
It was just a post that somebody was posting out there that was going through. Julie had it going through.
All right.
It wasn't. It was an improv thing in West Philly. They were doing.
Okay. Well, Julie, like the Raven, how did you like Julie? Is she cool? How was she on set as an actor?
Well, she was a little. We had several actors on set that was a little unsure of themselves.
Yeah.
Until they got used to the camera and things of that nature.
And she eventually perked up and got used to it.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was really cool because really cool that she tried something
I
new.
didn't think she did bad at all.
I don't think she did bad. No.
Just the way her motion was of being
Yeah.
a girl being flirty with a guy in a window.
I love that creepy scene where you're in the window.
Hey, what can I
She's
do?
like, "What's up?" Not thinking she's getting strangled later.
Hey, she didn't know.
Yeah, dude, you were creepy as shit though in that.
That was a good movie.
That's what people tell me. But I guess that was.
You know what it was for me? It was the breathing you were doing too.
Yeah.
You're breathing real heavy. That was
Well, that's
fucking
how
creepy.
I maintain my consecutive day alive streak is breathe. Keep breathing.
Oh man.
I've got a new doctor now. That Benny's gone, so I get a new.
So
doctor.
how's your granddaughter doing?
My granddaughter?
The one that was going out somewhere.
Oh, her?
The granddaughter that's going out somewhere. How's she doing?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm
She went
leaving.
on a business. She went on a business trip. Yes, Miss Beavers. She went on a business trip. Now she's been in several things in Philly. She's a Philly actress, and she's been.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah. Tara Beavers. Oh yeah. Yeah, she played in. She's been in several things. Yeah.
And that's your granddaughter. And she moved out of
She's
Philly?
my daughter, actually, man. I know I'm old, but hey, listen. I played the father of a teenage witch in a movie for these guys from I'll say they're it was in Chester, made in Chester.
Okay.
These guys from Ohio University, right? So and she was like 13, 14. So I'm coming up with a backstory. How the heck does this happen? So I came up with a backstory. So anyway, that was the first time and only time so far where I pull up on my car, which I usually do. When you got a scene somewhere, like I pulled up here. But I'm looking for somebody's got cameras out, stuff's all over the street. I said, okay, so I find him. I'm in Chester in this movie. It's called Potter's Field
Okay.
by Ugly Lizard Productions. Anyway, I'm pulling up. I'm walking in there. I see this producer guy, young kid. So I said, "Okay, I'm Ray Bolden. I'm here to see the director. I'm supposed to be on set today for a couple of scenes." He turns around. He says to these other guys, "Talent on set. Talent on set." I said, "What?" That's the first and last time I ever heard that. And the next guy says, "Talent on set, talent on set." The next guy says, "Talent on set, talent on set." Hey, I'm just here to do my thing.
Here's your RV, sir.
Yeah. And that was a short film done in Chester.
Wow. And what set have you been on that had the best food? Because I know that's something that would be a deal breaker for
The last
me.
Airbender had good because that was,
Yeah.
I think he had it run by Steven Star Restaurants. He had a buffet by that.
Oh,
and
shit.
It was like, whew, good.
Oh, for
Yeah.
everybody, extras and all. Oh shit. Okay.
Mostly you get pizza, except what I guess on the Creed set, since they had a big budget,
Yeah.
we ate fairly well.
Yeah.
Not as good as the Union people who were in the other side. And there was a glass. There
caviar?
was a big old glass thing, between us.
I went into their.
I think they should have served you all the same thing Michael B. Jordan was eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a real fight on the set though in the last boxing scene. Yes.
Oh yeah.
People don't know. Well, some people don't know about it. Yeah.
with the actors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
Michael G.
shit.
though. Not Michael B. though.
Oh okay.
The other guy, the English guy, the Irish guy, he was doing some things, and there was a real boxer. I can't think of his name now. He played the son of the Michael B.'s trainer. Creed's trainer.
Okay.
And he said something about his footwork or something, and this guy went over the ring. He went over the ring to reach out and to get him.
Wow.
And the guy he wanted to reach up for him to hit him, and a couple of guys, broke it up. Then later that night, that same night, it was on the Tonight Show. did a monologue saying, "Oh, I understand there was a fight at the next Rocky movie, and Sylvester Stallone had to break it up," which he didn't have to break it up. But then he had a guy on the phone pretending to be Rocky. He said, "Yeah, I had to break up this thing with Michael J." Yeah,
Oh,
I don't like to do that, but
That's fucking funny, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the next day, the assistant director said, "The next time I hear anything that comes out of this room, you're not supposed to say anything that comes out of this room. No
Yeah.
pictures." And in fact, they had a guy there. We call him the Hawk. Will go around and make sure that you didn't have a cell phone in your hand anywhere.
Oh, wow.
We actually had to put our cell phones in and mark it in a bag, and then they put it somewhere and gave us a tag.
Oh, shit.
And after we were done doing what we were doing, we had to give our tag, and they gave our phones back.
Wow. Take that shit seriously, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, for those kind of movies, when that shit gets leaked, it's bad.
He was, well,
We had to sign waivers saying we couldn't talk about it. I
Yeah.
couldn't even say any. If you knew I was in it, I couldn't say nothing to you.
Wow.
I mean, Tony Luke was on it. You know Tony Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on the other side. So it got to be about one day. It got to be like 1:30 in the morning. We're still filming. We're walking around, and I see Tony Luke. He's in back of the curtain, saying, "Man, I'm tired as hell. So I dig into my pocket, and I've got these 5-hour energy drinks, and I throw it to him and says, "Tony, knock yourself out." He doesn't remember me for shit. But if you want to go on a Ryan Coogler movie, you'll see his ass for 7 days. Because he wore his pants down. You can see his ass all 7 days.
Wow, man. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up the show.
Yeah.
But Ray Bolden, thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And like I said, everybody, the link to the Raven is going to be in the description of this video, along with all our friend Ray's information. Do you have anything you want to mention before we cut out?
Yeah, look for coming out, which is Human Hibachi Part 2. It should be out sometime about June or so. Look forward to that.
I can't wait to see it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you got us tickets to the red carpet premiere, right?
I don't know. I think it's going to be outside, actually.
I'm down with
I don't
that.
know if there's any carpet.
We're coming.
Green grass premiere.
We are coming. We got the lawn
It's
seats.
at the drive-in theater near you.
All right, Ray, thank you so much for being on. And good night, everybody.